Legends? It's your girl Lynn here for a back to school video. I figured I'm going to be a senior at Georgetown this upcoming year and it's my last year, so I might as well do as much as I can while I'm still in school. And I figured doing a prep for back to school video along with some college must-haves will really help before I am doing God knows what once I graduate. But we have to make a Target run, do a quick back to school shopping haul, so let's go. Okay, so we made it to Target. It's time to do our back to school shopping. Let me just say this is not a comprehensive list, but these are some things that you might not think you'll need, but you'll find out in the long run that you'll actually need them. So let's jump right into this college must-haves. So we're coming right out the gate with something that is quite controversial in the college community: shower shoes. I personally think they are a necessity. Other people have different hygiene habits than you do. You're sharing a communal bathroom. It's not going to be the cleanliest thing that you'll use during your time in college. It's best to avoid as many diseases and issues that you can. Just be safe and be healthy, please. So of course you're going to need a towel. I personally like terry cloth robes a lot better. One, just because I'm bougie, and two, because it helps when you're going through hallways and you don't want to feel uncomfortable in case you might have a run-in with somebody and you're sharing you have a co-ed floor, or you're sharing a bathroom that might be ways away from where your room is. Okay, so now let's jump into health and hygiene. Knowing how dirty these campuses are, you're gonna need some Lysol disinfectant spray, some Clorox wipes. Just go ahead, grab 5-6 of those. You're gonna run out like crazy. I mean, as soon as me and my family get to the dorm rooms, we wipe every single thing down. We spray everything, not just in terms of Lysol or Clorox, but we also have bug spray. And I can tell you from my experience, I did not just use that bug spray as soon as I moved in. I think I used that pretty much every day or 3 times a week. It just helps you sleep better at night. I can tell you from my experience, I was the go-to friend whenever one of my friends had an injury of some kind because they did not have a first aid kit, Peroxide, Neosporin. You just never know what's going to happen, and it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it, as my grandfather would say. Okay, so let's jump right into food. You are going to need snacks on snacks on snacks. Let me repeat, you are going to need to have your own snacks. The good thing about Georgetown is that they have places that are student run by the corp, where they have Hoya Snacks and Vittles where you're able to go and buy snacks in case you don't have any. But for me, I just find it's better to have your own snacks before you get to campus as opposed to paying higher tax items when you're on campus. But that's just me. It's there if you need it. So in addition to snacks, I would say for me, I learned that I needed to have some very quick breakfast foods, whether that's just protein bars or muffins, because even though breakfast is the most important meal of the day, you're going to find out that it takes a little longer to get ready for class in the morning, and you're probably going to end up skipping breakfast a lot more than you planned for. So I just found that it was easier to have something quick and fast that I could take right on my way to class or eat right before I was in class, because you're going to run out of time. In addition to having those snacks and other food items, I would just recommend having your own utensils or stocking up while you're on campus wherever you eat in the dining hall. Or at Georgetown, we also have Eppies, which is now Meal Swipe. Woo-hoo. I will be spending a lot of my time in there, but I digress. It's best to stock up on your own utensils, plates, paper towels. I mean, you don't know what kind of spills you'll have. And I can tell you from my experience, I've had some friends that did not have any type of plates or napkins or paper towels whatsoever and had to use paper to put their food on. I'm not gonna say names. Okay, so electronics. This will vary depending on your preferences, but for me, I learned that it was very helpful to have a lamp and mirror combo, like a makeup mirror. I don't have it right here for me to show you all, and I wasn't able to find one in Target, but I will put a picture here. But the power of editing, so that you can see the type of mirror that I have, and put a link in the description to it. I found this so helpful, not just in terms of having a mirror, but it has a light on it, it has Bluetooth, so if I wanted to play music from it, I was able to. and it takes up less space than having a lamp and a mirror isolated. I had this on my desk and it was just very useful and efficient for the desk space that I had when I was at campus. Okay, so your university will probably have publicly accessible printers. However, they can jam, you can have issues, there could be a whole bunch of people using it, especially during finals and midterm season. I think it's just more efficient to have your own printer in your room if you're able to, and you're able to get that ink and you have storage space for it. It'll make your life so much easier. And from my past year, I can't remember if I printed that many things, but I used my printer a lot for scanning last year, which was something different from my first and second years. And if you're able to get a printer that has printing and scanning abilities, I would highly suggest that because, like I said, last year I did a whole lot more scanning than printing. Okay, so I don't know if you're a big TV person, but I am. I'm a big film buff. I wouldn't just recommend having a TV or having some kind of streaming device just to watch shows or movies. I actually used my TV a lot last year just for playing music, for playing things like Spotify or Pandora or Apple Music. It just helped me to be more motivated to get up in the morning or to play music while I was heading out, getting dressed. It was very efficient for me to have the TV just to have some background noise, even if I'm not able to have time to sit down and like watch full-on shows or movies. But I was also able to do that, and if you're like me, you can host some different watch parties with your friends, and it just makes for a really fun atmosphere when you're able to come together, especially when you all don't have that much time on campus, but when you're able to find time to be able to come together and watch something and comment, have laughs, and just enjoy the moment together. So in terms of your room, I think command hooks are a must. I think that's common knowledge at this point. They do enough advertising for everybody to know it's a dorm necessity. I found them really helpful just to hang my towels, or if you want to hang your keys by your door. With Georgetown's new key system next year that I'm actually like nerdy excited about, we're able to use our phones and an app on our phone to actually unlock our doors. We'll see how that turns out, but I'm excited for it. One weird thing that I found very helpful for me was having a digital clock. When I was in my room, I did have a clock that was just on my wall, but whenever I would wake up in the middle of the night, it was so much easier just being able to turn to my nightstand and see the clock as opposed to like fumbling around for my phone at night, trying to find the time on my phone screen. So if you're able to get some kind of digital clock where you can just quickly see the time, especially when you might be late for classes in the morning, it just makes it a lot more efficient in my opinion. But that's just me. Oh, I would also highly recommend having a charging station for your phone if you have a smartwatch, if you need to charge your AirPods or anything like that, your headphones. Having a charging station for me was so efficient because I was able to have like 3 different devices charging at one time and have it right next to my bed, so it was very easily accessible. Having my own dressers last year was a big storage saver for me. I was able to put my clothes in my own dressers that I was able to get from Walmart and use the built-in dressers and closet storage that I had in my dorm room for other things like hair products or toiletries. And for me, if you know me, you know I'm a big sneakerhead. So I actually used a lot of my drawers for my shoes. That's all I'll say about that. I know I'll get a lot of judgment, but it helps save storage. I would highly suggest getting a bubble umbrella. Not just any umbrella, but the umbrellas that have, go up, have the little bubble overhead. And I had to learn this the hard way, but my first year being in DC, it can rain at any moment. It is very windy when it does rain. And there were so many times, I can't tell you how many times, where my umbrella just boop, flew right up. And that's such a moment of embarrassment. I'm sure you've experienced that before. So switching to a bubble umbrella really helped avoid those situations and just be more comfortable when you're going out in the rain to a class and it's windy and you don't have to worry about blowing away. Yeah. And last, but certainly not least, decor. Decor just helps you make your space your home away from home. I can't tell you how much having decor just transformed my space and made me feel so comfortable, even though I'm not too far away from home, being from Maryland. It just helped me have a little bit of me in my room. So I would highly recommend getting decor that fits you and fits your personality, and just make the space your own home. So now that we have theoretically finished our back to school shopping, I'm going to show you some of the things that I have to do to get prepared for going back to school. And at the top of that list is pumping out content for Georgetown Stories, which is one of my jobs on campus. I am a Georgetown storyteller, which is like, I'm a student ambassador representative of the university, where I make content under the university accounts and website, and just share my story being a Georgetown student in hopes that it'll help fellow students and other prospective Hoyas navigate their own experiences at the hilltop. Of course, before I go back to school, I have to do laundry. So tedious, but it's necessary. I also need to go and get my nails and my hair done for school, so I'll BRB. Woo! Okay, so we are back. If only it were that quick and easy. Wait, I actually have a Georgetown hat that matches this shirt, so hold on, just give me 1 minute. Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. It's for the aesthetic. I just had to do that. But anyway, now that we have our nails and our hair did, we are almost ready to get back to school. For those who are new to my channel, I actually just released my first single, Lay Low, this month, and I'm in the works of producing an EP. So stay tuned for that. I need to finish recording those songs before I get back to school, because I know if I don't do it now, it's not gonna get done. I'm gonna be in full school work mode, so I'm gonna be working on that. Another way I prepare for going back to school is getting my physical done at Kaiser. So I would highly recommend doing this, especially if you are interested in playing sports or doing some kind of fitness, recreational activity. Like for me, I'm a member and creative director of Georgetown's hip hop dance team Groove Theory. So even though it's not required to have it for an organization, I think it's always good to just make sure your body is in check. And plus, I'm so used to having it done. I'm just in the habit of getting it done from high school, from doing dance then. So it's a good habit to keep up. So now that you have your physical health in check, I'm going to show you how I prepare mentally for the school year. I do absolutely nothing. That's the best way to do it. Just relax, empty your mind. I like to spend time with God, just have a nice, quiet, peaceful space, and just completely switch gears so I can go back to campus being in the right mental headspace and just hit the ground running as soon as I get there. And now you're ready for school! Whoop whoop! I mean, not really. I still have a lot of packing to do that I have not started. And I gotta find some things that I used last year that I have no idea where they are. But we're gonna say we're ready so we can get mentally prepared. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you made it to the end, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye! I just wanna lay low, lay low. I'ma head up out the door, out the door. Tell me what you waiting